Hey everyone, it's Adam with UploadWP.com. Today I want to create a different style tutorial than what we normally do at UploadWP.com. Usually we go very in-depth, theme-specific type of tutorials, but in this tutorial I want to do a more basic beginner-level tutorial just because we've had quite a few people that have expressed interest in this type of tutorial that's kind of a step-by-step. I want to build a site with WordPress, whether it's a business style site or a blog, but I want to build a professional looking website. I want to use WordPress, but I don't really know how to get started. I don't really know how to get the site launched to even get to the point where I start customizing themes and so forth like I see in your videos. So that's what the purpose of this tutorial is going to be. I'm going to show you the exact steps that I use, and there are many different ways to build or to put up a site, but these are the exact steps that I use every time I put up a WordPress site. Alright, so if you follow along, you'll have your WordPress site up in no time. So I'm going to start literally from the beginning. I use GoDaddy to buy my domain names, but there are a ton of different registrars out there, and this process will be pretty much the same with any one of them. But in this example, we'll use GoDaddy for purchasing the domain name. Okay, so the domain name I'm going to buy is called CaptainRonRentals.com. I've already made sure it's available, and we're going to be putting up a boat rental website as an example in this tutorial, but this is the domain name that I want, Captain Ron Rentals. So I'm going to go ahead and search for it. And then if it's available, you'll get the congratulations message, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add it to my cart. And I've already created an account with GoDaddy. You'll want to do that with GoDaddy or with whatever registrar you decide to use. So I have my domain name in the cart. I'm going to go to checkout and then just continue, skip over this stuff. I don't want any of the upsells. Alright, so you'll see here's my domain name, CaptainRonRentals.com. The term, I only want it for 1 year. There's no reason to purchase 5 years worth of it right now. Alright, so just change that to 1 year, unless you want to buy it for more than 1 year. So my total, it looks like, comes out to $10.17. It said it applied a savings of $5, but I'm going to go out there and see if I can find a even better coupon code so I can pay less than $10. So you'll see here, if you click there, it'll ask you, do you have a promo source code or referral code? I'm going to see if I can go find one. So if I go to Google and I just did a search for GoDaddy coupon, I opened up this one right here, which is RetailMeNot.com, a popular coupon site, which I highly recommend going to before you buy anything online. You'll usually find a good deal or a coupon that works. But in this case, it looks like there's one here that says 60% off .com domain names for GoDaddy. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this one works. Let's go ahead and try it. Just copy the coupon code and then go back to GoDaddy. Let's paste it in here and then apply it. Hopefully it works. Alright, we got lucky, it worked. So we just took our total cost all the way down to $4.17 for our .com domain name. So definitely before you purchase your domain name with GoDaddy or whatever other registrar you want to use, go to Google, search for coupon codes like I did. I just went to Google, went to GoDaddy coupon, found this one, and saved $11 on my domain name. Alright, so I'll go ahead and check out and just purchase this domain name right now. Alright, so you'll get a thank you message letting you know that the domain name has been purchased. The next step is to set up a hosting account. And there are a number of very good hosting providers for WordPress that you could go with. HostGator, HostMonster, a couple that come to mind. And another one is Bluehost. And they're all pretty much the same in terms of what they offer and in terms of monthly cost. You really can't go wrong with any of them. The majority of my WordPress sites are hosted with Bluehost, so I'll stick with them for this example, but you can't go wrong if you use HostMonster or HostGator as well. As you can see, the monthly cost for shared hosting is very low, and you can host as many WordPress sites as you want. You can create email accounts and so forth. Alright, so you would just go to bluehost.com to create your account, and then just click on the sign up now to create a shared hosting account. And then since we already have our domain name, we would just paste it here and then click next. And then just go through the process of filling in your information. It'll take about 5 minutes, and your account will be created. Once your account has been created, you're going to get cPanel login information and FTP login info. Make sure you save that information. The last step in setting up your hosting account is that you'll need to verify the account, and you'll receive info via email on how to do that. It takes like 5 minutes or less, but that is the last step anytime you set up a hosting account, is you'll have to verify the account. So just keep that in mind as well, and remember to do that. Okay, so now that we have our domain name and we have a hosting account, the next step in this process of building a WordPress site is to update the name servers on our domain name to point to our Bluehost account. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to go back to my GoDaddy account. I'm going to log in, and I'm going to show you how to change the name servers on our domain name to point to this account. Okay, so I'm back on GoDaddy.com, and I've logged into my account. Once logged in, you'll see domains right here, and then just click Launch to open them up. So here's all of my domain names. What I'm going to do is just click on the domain name that I want to update the name servers for. In this case, Captain Ron Rentals is the domain name that we're building our site on, so I'll go ahead and click on that. Okay, and from here what we're going to do is we're just going to change the name servers to point to our Bluehost account that we just set up. So to do that, just scroll down to this name server section right here and click on Set Name Servers. And then we're going to select this radio button right here. I have specific name servers for my domain names. And then just change this name server 1, change to ns1.bluehost.com, and name server 2 change to ns2.bluehost.com. And if you do go with Bluehost, that's what the name servers will be each time. It's going to be ns1.bluehost.com for name server 1, and it's going to be ns2.bluehost.com for name server 2. If you use HostMonster or HostGator, the name servers might be different, but they will be different. You'll get the information in the email after you create your account as to what your name servers are. Alright, so now that I have entered my specific name servers, I'm going to click OK, and then you'll get a message telling you that the changes have been submitted. Just go ahead and click OK, and we've now pointed our domain name, CaptainRonRentals.com, to our hosting account. Alright, so that's all done. We don't need to do anything else in GoDaddy, so I'm going to go ahead and just X out of that. Alright, so now I'm going to go and log into my Bluehost account that we just set up. And to do that, you just go to bluehost.com and then click on Control Panel Login. And then just go ahead and enter your login information. And again, you should have gotten that in an email after you set up your account. Once logged into your Bluehost cPanel, the next step is to install WordPress on the domain name. So to do that, just scroll down to the Site Builder section right here, and then go ahead and click on the WordPress icon. And it'll take you to this Install WordPress page. As you can see, I already have a number or quite a few other sites installed on this Bluehost account. In your case, if you just created a brand new Bluehost account, then you wouldn't see any other websites, obviously. So just go ahead down to Install WordPress and click on Install. And then where would you like to install WordPress? Go ahead and find the domain name in the drop down right here. In this case, we're going to install it on CaptainRonRentals.com. And then just scroll down, plugins and themes section. If you leave these checked, it'll automatically install these plugins and this small biz theme. We're going to install our own theme and our own plugin, so I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck these options right here because I don't need those installed. And then just go ahead and check the I have read the terms and conditions and click complete. This simple script will automatically install WordPress for you on your domain name. Okay, once the process is complete, you'll get your username and password to log into your WordPress admin, as well as the login URL, which is always going to be yourdomainname.com/wp-admin. So go ahead and copy and save this information as a first step right away so that you'll be able to log into your site again. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to pause the video, I'll save this info, I'll be right back and we'll log into the WordPress admin. Okay, so after you've saved your WordPress admin login info, just go ahead and click on this login URL. Okay, so that'll take you to the WordPress login page. Go ahead and log in, and then we'll get started installing plugins and configuring the basic settings. Alright, so I'll go ahead and log into CaptainRonRentals.com right now. Okay, so when you've logged into your WordPress admin for the first time, what you'll want to do right away is just go to Settings, and then General, and we want to give the site title, we want to update the site title as a first step. And the site title, I always just use the name of the site, obviously. So in this case, it's Captain Ron Rentals. And then for your tagline, that's a good idea as well to enter a tagline. That's just a quick explanation of what your site is all about. It can be anything, but in this case, it'll just say it's basically your slogan. So for site title, Captain Ron Rentals. Tagline, best boat rentals in Southwest Florida. And then as you scroll down, you want to change out any other information on this general settings page here. Just leave the same. I'll let you play around with the general settings to get them however you want, but the main thing is to change the site title right away to the title of your site and give it a tagline. Alright, so now that we have updated our general settings, the next thing we want to do is go ahead and start installing plugins. So if we go to plugins and installed plugins, here you'll see that there's already some plugins that are installed, and for those of you who aren't very familiar with plugins, there are a ton of free plugins for WordPress. One of the things that makes it so great, a ton of free, as well as there's some paid or premium plugins as well. In this example, we're just going to use free plugins, and I'm going to show you the basic ones that you should install every time you put up a new WordPress site. All right, but when you first log in, you'll see and go to plugins, you'll see that there are already a few plugins that are going to be installed by default. I'm going to show you right now the plugins that I install every time that I put up a WordPress site. So I always use this AskMet, so I'm going to go ahead and activate that one right away. And then after you activate it, it's going to ask you to enter your API key, which you'll just follow the directions on how to find that API key. I'm not going to go into detail on that right now, but I'm going to show you a couple of the other plugins that I always install. And for the full list of plugins that I install every time, you're going to have to go out to uploadwp.com and check out the written portion of this tutorial that goes along with this video. I go into much more detail in terms of all of the plugins that I use each time, so check that out for the full list. But one I like to use every time is this all-in-one SEO pack. So to install, before I get ahead of myself here, to install new plugins, you would just go to plugins, add new, and then search for the plugin right here. So all-in-one SEO is a plugin I like to use, and you can see that comes up right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and install now, and it'll ask you, are you sure you want to install the plugin? And then just say OK, and the plugin will automatically install for you. Alright, so you'll see successfully installed the plugin, all-in-one SEO pack. So then just click activate it. And then you would go to some of the plugins after you activate them. You'll need to configure them further, and it'll tell you that. So you just go to the admin page to configure it. Again, I'm going to skip over the details of configuring specific plugins. I'm just going to show you the basic ones that I use every time. Another plugin that I like to use is BackWP Up. So let's go ahead and install another one. Let's just click on plugins, add new, and let's search for BackWP Up. And obviously this one's just going to back up your site automatically for you, which is a good idea to always have a backup of your website. So let's click install now, and then activate the plugin. Okay, so now here's the list of our current active installed plugins. You would just continue this process of going to plugins, add new, or you could click add new right here, and installing each of the plugins that are on the list of essential plugins to install every time with WordPress you create a new WordPress site. And again, go to uploadwp.com and look at the written portion of this tutorial to find that list of plugins I use every time. So I'm going to pause this video and then quickly install them, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've completed installing my list of essential plugins. As you can see here, and again, just check out uploadwp.com for that list and more details on what each of them does and how to configure them. So check that out. But that is the next step. So we've set up, or we've already configured our general settings, and then we installed our essential plugins. So now that we've done that, if I go take a look at the website, which I can do just by clicking on this visit site right here, you'll see it's just there's nothing out there really right now. We just have our site title and then our tagline right here, and a sample blog post will show up, and then sample page is automatically created by WordPress each time you install it. And this is just WordPress's default theme that it will give you when it's installed. But we want to install a premium WordPress theme for our boat rental site here, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do next. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to install one of the Elegant themes. And Elegant Themes is one of the most popular premium theme providers, and one of the reasons I like using Elegant Themes is that they have over 80 themes to choose from, and when you purchase a yearly membership at $39, you have access to all of the themes, which is a really good deal instead of just buying one premium theme from a different theme provider. You'll usually pay around $50 to $80 just for one premium theme. In this case, you have over 80 to choose from just for a yearly membership cost. So it really is probably the best deal in terms of premium theme providers out there right now. There are other good ones as well that I do use, such as Studio Press and Woo Themes. They all have really good themes as well. But in this example, we're going to use an Elegant theme. So what you do is you just go to elegantthemes.com and click Join Today, create an account, and you'll have access to all the themes. So I'm going to do that right now. I'll pause the video. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've created my account with Elegant Themes. I just bought the standard package for $39, and that's good for 1 year. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to choose the theme that I want to use for my website here. So if I go out to Elegant Themes and I just look at all of their themes right now, I'm on all themes. I've picked one out that I want to use, and it's this trim theme. So I'll just click on this so you can see the example of what it would look like. It's basically a business style theme, which is what I want for my demo site, my boat rentals demo site. Here's what their live preview or their demo looks like of it. So you can see it has an image slider here, pages, and then kind of the mission statement, what we do. We're going to customize this theme completely in the second portion of this video tutorial. But for now, I just want to show you how to install this theme on our demo site, CaptainRonRentals.com. Alright, so now that I've chosen my theme, we're going to go with the trim theme. I'm going to go back into my Elegant Themes account, my members area, and I'm going to scroll down and find the trim theme. So there it is right here. So what I'm going to do is just click on download, and then just click on theme package, and I'm just going to save the file. And then what I would do is I just open it up, and then I would just save it to my desktop in a folder called Elegant Themes, where I could easily access it to when I'm ready to upload it. So that's what I would do. I've already done that. I'll show you if I go out to my desktop. You can see right here I've created an Elegant Themes folder. So if I open that up, you'll see here's the trim theme right here. Okay. So, and I have it in a zip file. So just zip it up. Put it into a zip file, save it on your computer someplace where you know where it's going to be. Now what I'm going to do, now that I've downloaded it, I have it saved on my computer, I'm ready to go ahead and upload it. So I'm going to go back into my WordPress admin, and I'm going to go to Appearance and then Themes. And you can see that's the default 2012 theme that's installed when you activate or when you install WordPress. But we want to install our Elegant Themes trim theme. So to do that, just click on this Install Themes tab. and then you're going to click this upload link right here, and you'll notice it has to be in zip format, so that's why just make sure after you download the theme from Elegant Themes right here, just make sure to zip it up or put it into a zip file. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and find the theme on my computer, and again I saved it to my desktop. There's the Elegant Themes folder I created, and there's the trim theme. So go ahead and open that, and then just click install now. Okay, and after the theme is installed, you get this message that says theme installed successfully. Go ahead and click activate, and now you can see that the trim theme has been activated, and if we go out to the site and refresh the page, we should see the trim theme show up. And there we go, you can see the trim theme has been activated. So obviously the next step would be to start adding content to the site and customizing it. But if I log back into the WordPress admin and I go to appearance and then trim theme options, you'll see that there's an ePanel section here that makes it really easy to upload a custom logo, favicon, and just go through and customize the site and really build out your business style site, which I'll show you how to do in the next tutorial. And one of the advantages of using a premium theme is that they usually come with some sort of ePanel like this that allows you to go through and customize the site without having to modify code or anything like that. And all of the Elegant themes come with a built-in ePanel to make it easy to customize. So in the next tutorial, the second portion of this tutorial, I'll show you how to actually go through and build out this site and customize it, and we'll actually build our fictitious boat rental site. But the purpose of this tutorial was for people that have decided they want to use WordPress but weren't really sure how to get started. So hopefully this tutorial gives you an idea of the steps necessary to launch your first site with WordPress. And it's important to keep in mind that this process will be the same regardless of where you choose to buy your domain name, what hosting provider you go with, or what theme you choose to use. This overall process will work. For the full written portion of this tutorial, which includes my list of essential plugins to use, go to uploadwp.com. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. My name is Adam, and we'll see you in the next one.